students, welcome you all to my channel Khan's Commerce Tutorial. I'm Hashim Ali Khan sir from Khan's Commerce Tutorial. Thanks a lot to one and all for the response and comments I'm getting on my channel. I've uploaded so many videos. I'm getting good response from the students in the form of likes, subscribers, etc. To get the maximum advantage, watch my videos again and again. So my suggestion is, before watching the video, go to the description. You'll find the link there. Get a printout of the problems of my lecture. So get the maximum advantage from my videos, not only to face the examination, but also to boost your knowledge. Thanks a lot. Subscribe if you have not subscribed yet. And share it, like it, and press the bell icon so that you can get the notification of the latest videos which I am uploading every day. Okay, see you again. Take care. Best of luck. Hello students, welcome you all back to the subject investment management. So already last 2 units we have covered up. The unit number 1, introduction to investment management, second unit, valuation of fixed income securities, and the last 2 videos we have covered up the theoretical part of common stock valuation and analysis. So we have discussed about the theory of common stock, features of common stock, and what are the approaches for valuation of common stock, and what are market indexes. That was the theoretical part of unit number 3, common stock valuation. Now from here onwards we'll start the problems. But before starting the problem, I already told you to get a printout of all the problems which I have provided in the link which is given in the description. So go to the description, find that link, click the link, and get the copy of these problems. A printout, a hard copy, so that you can be able to understand the problems and solution better while watching my video to get the best maximum advantage from my lectures. So the first problem, I'm starting the first problem on common stock valuation. Now see the problem carefully. P Limited's equity share is expected to provide a dividend of rupees 2 and fetch a price of rupees 18 a year hence. What price would it sell for now if the investor's required rate of return is 12%? So we are concerned with finding out the intrinsic value of share at present. तो शेयर का वर्थ क्या है, शेयर का वैल्यू एट प्रेजेंट क्या होगा? तो what is given in the problem is the expected dividend at the end of the year. 1 साल के बाद expected dividend 2 रुपये, और 1 साल के बाद मार्केट में जब बेचेंगे तो we will fetch a price of 18 rupees. So I am the holder of the share. After 1 year, I am expecting to get a dividend of 2 rupees, and at the end of the year, if I sell the share in the market, I may fetch 18 rupees. Then what price would it sell for now? आज उसका price क्या होगा अगर required rate of return of the investor is 12%? So here the holding period of the share is 1 year. What is the price of the share if we want to keep the share for 1 year? The present value of cash flow. The intrinsic value is the present value of cash flow which we are going to get in future at a particular required rate of return. अब required rate of return दे दिया 12%, तो 12% से cash flow को discount करेंगे. What are the cash flow? We are going to get 2 rupees as dividend and 18 rupees as the market price. So here you can see the current market price per share can be calculated as follows. So this is the formula to find out the current market price, current expected value. So PO is equal to D1 plus P1 divided by 1 plus KE. So where PO stands for current market price, this is what we have to find out. PO we have to find out. D1 expected dividend payable at the end of the year. How much is the expected dividend we can get at the end of the year? 2 rupees. And P1 stands for market price of share expected at the end of the year. 1 साल के बाद कितना market price हो सकता? 18 rupees. And K is the cost of equity or the required rate of return given in the problem 12%. Now substituting the values in the formula, PO is equal to D1 plus P1 divided by 1 plus K. So PO is equal to D1 2 rupees, P1 18 rupees, K 0.12. 12% का मतलब होता है 0.12. So PO is equal to 17.86. So we can get the current market price per share will be 17.86. That's it. This is the first problem on finding out the intrinsic value of share. Now, I'm reading out the second problem. The expected dividend per share of Vaibhav Limited is rupees 5. Expected dividend at the end of the year means D1. You have to remember the notations. सिंबल हम जो यूज कर रहे हैं उसको याद रखना है आपको. D1 का मतलब expected dividend at the end of 1 year. The expected dividend per share of Vaibhav Limited is 5 rupees. The dividend is expected to grow at the rate of 6% per year. So expecting that this dividend is going to grow, growth rate 6%. If the price per share now is 50 rupees, what is the expected rate of return? तो ये प्रॉब्लम में प्राइस पर शेयर दे दिया. पर शेयर प्राइस PO is 50 rupees and there is a growth rate of 6% per year. So what is the expected rate of return? We have to find out. So first you write down second problem. According to constant growth rate model. According to constant growth rate model, PO is equal to D1 divided by KE minus G. This is the formula to find out the present value of the share. PO is equal to D1 divided by KE minus G. This is the formula to find out the current market price per share if there is a constant growth rate. एक ही growth rate expected ये है, only one growth rate. Where PO is equal to current price. Current price per share. This is given in the problem. What is the price per share now? 50 rupees. And D1 expected dividend at the end of the year. How much is the expected dividend end of the year? 5 rupees. And G is equal to growth rate. Growth rate in dividend is given in the problem as 6%, that is equal to 0.06. K is equal to required rate of return. This is what we have to find out. Now see here, this is the first and second problem. That's why I'm writing all these explanation of all these symbols P, O, D1 like that. In the coming problem we'll not write down, we'll directly take the amounts, right? So this is the formula. PO is equal to D1 divided by 1 plus K. This formula is called constant growth rate model formula. Constant growth rate, एक ही growth rate है, वो growth rate 6% है. So PO is equal to D1 divided by, now substituting the value we can be able to get the K1. PO is equal to D1 divided by KE minus G. What is the PO value? 50. D1 value? 5. KE we don't have, but growth rate we have 0.06. 50 is equal to 5 divided by KE minus 0.06. Now if I make a cross multiplication, so it will become 50 into KE minus 0.06 is equal to 5. Now 50 into K, cross multiplication I am making. 50 into K minus 0.06 is equal to 5 ones are 5. अब क्या करेंगे? KE को ऐसे रखेंगे, KE into KE minus 0.06 is equal to, already on RHS it is 5. Take this 50 on RHS. जो 50 LHS पे है, लेफ्ट हैंड साइड पे है, उसको मैं RHS पर लेकर चले जाऊंगा राइट हैंड साइड. तो इट विल बिकम 5 डिवाइडेड बाय 50. KE minus 0.06 is equal to 5 divided by 50 is 1 by 10 is 0.1. 0.1. Now KE minus 0.06 is equal to 0.1. So KE is equal to 0.10. This minus will become plus 0.06. KE is equal to 0.16. Therefore, required rate of return is equal to 16%. 16% is the required rate of return. Again, I'll explain from beginning. PO is equal to D1 divided by K minus G. This formula you have to remember. For constant growth rate model, the market price can be ascertained by following constant growth rate model. PO is equal to D1 divided by K minus G. PO की जगह पर 50 लेंगे, D1 के प्लेस पर 5 लेंगे, KE हमको मालूम करना है और ग्रोथ रेट 0.066%. क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई अगर करेंगे तो 50 से ये डिनोमिनेटर को मल्टीप्लाई करना, 5 into 1 5. अब इसको ब्रैकेट को ओपन भी कर सकते हैं, देयर आर डिफरेंट मेथड्स. मैं ये ब्रैकेट को ओपन नहीं कर रहा बल्कि ये 50 को RHS पर लेकर जाऊं. तो यहाँ पर मल्टीप्लिकेशन जो है वो डिवाइड होएगा, 5 डिवाइडेड बाय 50 हो जाएगा. तो 5 डिवाइडेड बाय 50 0.10. Now take this minus 0.06 to RHS plus 0.06. So it will become 0.16 or 16%. 16%. Now, I'm starting the third problem. See the problem number 3. Problem number 3. ABC Limited. ABC Limited is expected to grow at the rate of 6% per annum. So growth rate is given G. I'll write it. Third problem. G. Growth rate is given as 6%. The dividend expected on the company's equity share a year hence. A year hence का मतलब 1 साल बाद. तो 1 साल बाद उसका शेयर का प्राइस हो सकता 2 rupees. This is the dividend. तो D1. D1 is equal to rupees 2. What price will you put on it? PO is equal to how much? If it the required rate of return, KE is equal to 14%. 0.14. देखिए फर्स्ट एंड सेकंड प्रॉब्लम में मैं कंप्लीटली एक्सप्लेनेशन दे चुका हूं. KE का मतलब रिक्वायर्ड रेट ऑफ रिटर्न. आई एम नॉट राइटिंग अगेन एंड अगेन. ऑलरेडी 1-2 प्रॉब्लम्स आई हैव रिटन. KE का मतलब रिक्वायर्ड रेट ऑफ रिटर्न 14%. PO का मतलब करंट मार्केट प्राइस PO. देन D1 का मतलब एक्सपेक्टेड डिविडेंड एट द एंड ऑफ द ईयर. 1 साल के बाद डिविडेंड क्या हो सकता, क्या मिल सकता. और G का मतलब ग्रोथ रेट 6%. Now simply we have to find out PO. So we can write according to constant growth rate model. PO is equal to D1 divided by KE minus G. PO is equal to D1 is 2 rupees. KE is 0.14 minus growth rate is 6%. PO is equal to 2 divided by 14 minus 6 is 0.08. 2 divided by 0.08 is 25. Current price of share is rupees 25. That's all. This is the problem number 3. Now I am moving on to problem number 4. The XYZ Corporation. The XYZ Corporation recently paid a dividend of rupees 4. Now see the difference. Recently paid. Already pay कर चुके हैं. इसको DO कहते हैं. This is the new point in this problem. अभी तक जो problems था वो expected dividend at the end of the year था. तो expected dividend at the end of the year will be denoted by D1. और रिसेंटली पेड डिविडेंड अगर दिया तो उसको DO ट्रीट करेंगे. DO. Dividends has been growing at an annual rate of 8% and this growth rate is expected to continue in the foreseeable future. तो constant growth rate एक ही ग्रोथ रेट चलता आ रहा है और चलेगा 8%, 0.08. If the required rate of return KE is 14%, what is the value of this stock? तो ये पूरे प्रॉब्लम में एक न्यू पॉइंट है DO. The XYZ Corporation recently paid. DO is equal to currently paid dividend rupees 4. Dividends has been growing, so G is equal to 8% or 0.08, and required rate of return KE is equal to 14%, 0.14. What is the value of the stock? अब ये पूरे प्रॉब्लम में देखिए, the new point is DO. यहां पर D1 दिया था, ये expected dividend. Again I repeat, D1 का मतलब जो डिविडेंड आया नहीं, आने वाला है एक साल के बाद, और DO का मतलब जो ऑलरेडी पे कर चुके हैं, या करंट डिविडेंड, रिसेंटली पेड डिविडेंड दिया या करंट डिविडेंड दिया तो उसको DO लेंगे, और एक साल के बाद एक्सपेक्टेड डिविडेंड दिया तो D1. नाउ अकॉर्डिंग टू कांस्टेंट growth rate model, PO is equal to D1 divided by KE minus G. ये तो फॉर्मूला वही फॉर्मूला है हर बार वही फॉर्मूला अप्लाई करना है, D1 divided by KE minus G, but we don't have D1. D1 नहीं है हमारे पास, तो D1 के प्लेस पर हम लिख सकते हैं DO into 1 plus G divided by KE minus G. अब एक फॉर्मूला हो गया आपके पास, क्या फॉर्मूला हो गया देखिए, D1 is equal to DO into 1 plus G. ये रिलेशनशिप याद रखिए. अगर प्रॉब्लम में D1 नहीं दिया तो D1 मालूम करने के लिए फॉर्मूला है DO into 1 plus G. DO करंट डिविडेंड है, उसको मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे 1 plus G तो D1 आ जाएगा. तो ये D1 के प्लेस पे लिखेंगे DO into 1 plus G. तो PO हमको मालूम करना है, DO दे दिया प्रॉब्लम में. हाउ मच इज द DO? 4 rupees. 1 plus growth rate is given 0.08 divided by KE required rate of return 0.14 minus 0.08. PO is equal to 4 into 1.08. 0.14 minus 0.08, 0.06. That is equal to 4 into 1.08. How much you'll get? 4 into 1.08 divided by 0.06, you will get 72. Therefore, current price per share is equal to rupees 72. ये डिवाइड कर, मल्टीप्लाई करो, 4 into 1.08 डिवाइड by 0.06, you will get 72 rupees. 72 rupees is the current market price. तो व्हाट यू हैव लर्नड, ये प्रॉब्लम में आपको एक्सपेक्टेड डिविडेंड D1 नहीं दिया, DO दिया, तो DO अगर देगा तो उसको मल्टीप्लाई करना DO into 1 plus G डिवाइड बाय KE minus G. D1 दे दिया तो यही ठीक है, अगर D1 नहीं दिया, DO दिया है तो DO into 1 plus G ले लेंगे. होप यू अंडरस्टूड. So this valuation of stock is not as difficult as that of valuation of fixed income. So copy it. Take a pause of the screen and then copy it. So 4 problems we have completed so far. Next, 5th problem. I am reading out the 5th problem. See the problem. The PQR Limited has a required rate of return of 16%. So 5th problem, KE required rate of return is 16%, 0.16, and the current dividend DO, how much? Rupees 3. If the current price of the share PO is equal to rupees 55, what is the growth rate in dividend G is equal to how much? This is the problem. Growth rate we have to find out. Now, according to constant growth rate model, we can take PO is equal to D1 divided by KE minus G. Original formula is PO is equal to D1 divided by KE minus G, but we don't have D1. अब D1 नहीं है, D1 नहीं है तो DO into 1 plus G divided by K minus G. तो जहां पर D1 नहीं है तो DO into 1 plus G. Now PO is given as 55 rupees. DO is given as 3 rupees. 1 plus growth rate we don't have. KE required rate of return 0.16 minus G. तो पूरे इक्वेशन में अननोन वेरिएबल जो हमको मालूम करना है वो ग्रोथ रेट है, बाकी सारे वैल्यूज दे दिया है. नाउ हियर वी नीड सिंपल मैथमेटिक्स, थोड़ा सा मैथमेटिक्स रहना आपके पास तो इजीली वी कैन बी एबल टू कैलकुलेट इट. तो 55, नाउ सी इट, 55 into 0.16 minus G is equal to 3 into 1 plus G. ये न्यूमरेटर से डिनोमिनेटर, न्यूमरेटर से डिनोमिनेटर मल्टीप्लाई, क्रॉस मल्टीप्लिकेशन कर रहे हैं. तो 3 into 1 plus G into 1 is same. 55 into 0.16 minus G. अब ओपन करेंगे ब्रैकेट. 55 into 0.16. 55 into 0.16 is 8.8 minus 55G is equal to 3 into 1, 3 plus 3 into G is 3G. We have opened the bracket, right? अब क्या काम करेंगे, दोनों वेरिएबल्स को एक जगह डालेंगे और ग्रोथ रेट कांस्टेंट्स को एक जगह. वेरिएबल्स का मतलब जहां पर ये G है ये वेरिएबल है और ये 3 और 8 पॉइंट है ये कांस्टेंट्स है. तो कांस्टेंट्स को एक साइड पर रखेंगे, वेरिएबल्स को एक जगह रखेंगे. तो ये 3 जो RHS पे है वो LHS पे ला लो. तो ये 8 minus 8.8 minus 3, ये प्लस 3 इधर का minus 3 is equal to this 3G as it is. ये minus 55 अगर RHS पे ला लिया तो प्लस 55G. तो 8.8 minus 3, 8.8 में से 3 निकाल दो, 5.8. 5.8 is equal to 3G plus 55G, 58G. 5.8 is equal to 58G. Now G इधर रख देकर G is equal to 5.8 divided by 58. G is equal to 5.8 divided by 58. ये दोनों के बीच में मल्टीप्लिकेशन है, अगर उल्टा साइड ले लेके आएंगे तो डिवाइड हो जाएगा. तो 5.8 divided by 58 you will get 0.10. Therefore growth rate is equal to 10%. That's it. Growth rate is 10%. Or so only don't make any mistake while making this calculation. Simple mathematics is there. So in this problem we have calculated the growth rate. Now next to problem 6th one I am reading out. The Rolex company has been experiencing a 6% per year decline in its cash dividend growth rate for the past few years, and this decline is expected to continue. ये कंपनी के पास ग्रोथ रेट जो है डिक्लाइन हो रहा, एक्चुअली ग्रोथ रेट बढ़ता है, ग्रो का मतलब बढ़ना, लेकिन यहाँ पर डिक्लाइन हो रहा, कम हो रहा. तो वी विल टेक लाइक दिस. सिक्स्थ प्रॉब्लम, ग्रोथ रेट इज इक्वल टू -6%, -0.06, क्योंकि डिक्लाइन हो रहा जिसकी वजह से मैं -6% ले रहा हूं. एंड रोलेक्स कंपनी हैज ए करंट डिविडेंड पर शेयर, तो DO इज इक्वल टू ₹3. And the required rate of return KE is equal to 14.5%, 0.145. What is the share value? PO is equal to how much? Current market price PO. Very easy. So according to constant growth rate model, पूरे प्रॉब्लम ऐसे नहीं रहेंगे. आगे वेरिएबल ग्रोथ रेट के आ जाएंगे तो वहां पर फॉर्मूला डिफरेंट रहेगा, प्रोसीजर डिफरेंट रहेगा. According to constant growth rate model, PO is equal to D1 divided by KE minus G. अब D1 नहीं है हमारे पास तो DO into 1 plus G divided by KE minus G. PO we have to find out. DO 3 rupees 1. अब देखिए G, यहां पर ग्रोथ रेट जो है -0.06 है, तो यहां पर प्लस इंटू माइनस विल बिकम माइनस, प्लस G है तो प्लस इंटू माइनस विल बिकम माइनस, तो 1 माइनस 0.06 डिवाइडेड बाई के 0.145 माइनस G, तो माइनस इंटू माइनस क्या हो जाएगा, प्लस हो जाएगा, तो प्लस 0.06, तो PO इज इक्वल टू 3 इंटू 1 माइनस 0.06 इज 0.94 डिवाइडेड बाई क्या हो जाएगा ये 0.205, ये सब में ऐड कर दो, 0.145 प्लस 0.06 इज 0.205, तो PO इज इक्वल टू रुपीज, तो अल्टीमेट आंसर क्या आ जाएगा आपको 13.76। Therefore, current price of share is equal to rupees 13.76. Finished. So we have completed problem number 6. Now I am moving on to problem number 7. Fabric starch, see the problem carefully. Fabric starch paid a dividend of rupees 2.45 per share this year. Paid dividend बोल रहा है, इसका मतलब पे कर दिए, ये DO हो गया। जो पे कर चुके हैं वो DO है, जो पे करने वाले हैं वो D1 है। तो here what is given, paid a dividend of 2.45 per share this year, तो DO, the required rate of return 18%, find the growth rate in dividends, G मालूम करना है, if the current market price of the share is 36 and 63, तो एक ही प्रॉब्लम है, दो अलग अलग सिचुएशन। अगर करंट मार्केट प्राइस 36 है तो ग्रोथ रेट क्या हो, अगर करंट मार्केट 63 अगर है तो ग्रोथ रेट कितना हो। तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल विल राइट ऑन व्हाट इज गिवन इन द प्रॉब्लम। G is equal to, first of all, DO. What is the current dividend paid? 2.45. 2 rupees 45 paisa. The required rate of return KE is equal to 18%, 0.18. Find the growth rate. G is equal to how much? If the current market price, case 1, if the current market price, that is PO, is equal to rupees 36, दो अलग अलग केसेस लेंगे। पहला केस, if the current market price is 36, और ये कंप्लीट होने के बाद we will take the second market price 63. Okay, so PO is equal to D1 divided by KE minus G is equal to DO into 1 plus G divided by K minus G. Same formula. So PO, what is the PO value? 36 is equal to DO is 2.45. 1 plus G divided by KE 0.18 minus G. इसको किस तरह लिखेंगे? 36 is equal to 2.45 into 1 is 2.45 plus 2.45 into G is 2.45 G divided by 0.18 minus G. अब मैं क्रॉस मल्टीप्लीकेशन करूँ, 36 into 0.18 minus G is equal to 2.45 plus 2.45 G. तो 36 into 0.18, into 0.18, 6.48. 6.48 minus 36 into G, 36G. is equal to 2.45 plus 2.45 g. अब देखिए कॉन्स्टेंट्स को एक जगह रखेंगे, वेरिएबल्स को एक जगह रखेंगे। ये 2.45 या 6.48 दोनों कॉन्स्टेंट्स है, तो 6.48 ये प्लस इधर आकर माइनस 2.45 इज इक्वल टू ये 2.45 g एज इट इज, ये माइनस 36 इधर ला लिया तो प्लस 36 g। तो 6.48 माइनस 6.48 minus 2.45, 4.03 is equal to 38.45 G. So G is equal to 4.03 divided by 38.45. 4.03 divided by 38.45, 0.1048. That is equal to 10.48%. 10.48%. This is the growth rate.